Here's a reality check. Success isn't always flashy or obvious. In fact, it's usually in front of us in the most unexpected ways. So we're about to uncover some subtle yet powerful signs that you're doing better than you think. By the end of this video, you'll be able to know 100% if you're doing better than you think. So that has to do with fitness, finances, and your mental clarity and state of mind. The first sign that you're doing better than the average person is if you work out 3 to 5 times a week. So let me lay down a statistic for you, right? 28% of Americans work out 150 minutes a week. If you're working out more than 150 minutes a week, which averages out to about 3 days for 50 minutes a day, you're doing better than more than 2/3 of the population. If that's not enough, do I really have to say more? I don't understand. Unfortunately, this is a real stat. I didn't know this until I looked it up and I found out. So another thing is that you refuse to let your demons win. So every single day, you know that you're on a mission. You have to wake up. You have to go to work. You have to go to the gym. You have to work out. You have to put in the extra hours. Even if you're working a 9 to 5, doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur or not, you're fighting the demons. And when they're telling you to stay in bed, you're saying, fuck that. I'm going out and I'm starting. I'm just gonna start the day, because you always have to take that first win of the day. You are open-minded about everything. You don't refuse to be a student. You are okay with being a student. Regardless of your knowledge level, your skill level, whatever it is, when someone comes across and gives you feedback or constructive criticism, you're there not to be that person that doesn't want to take certain criticism just because their pride and their ego is too big. Oops, I gotta put my seatbelt on. Being a student goes a long way, especially if you're working in a team. That means you're not scared to take criticism from people and take feedback from people and actually try to improve your work. Okay, listen, I have this theory that the day you die, God either shows you a mirror or he shows you what you could have been. Now the mirror is heaven and what you could have been is hell. And you don't want to see God showing you what you could have been. For all my atheists out there, I don't know how to explain this to you. If you really want to see the mirror, that means you're scared of your future being what you don't want it to be. You're scared of turning 50 years old and having nothing to show for your life. You don't want to be in that position. And I see way too many people nowadays turning into that. People you work with, people that never got to accomplish their dreams and never did anything because they didn't chase it. They just thought, oh, let me just be regular. Let me settle down and stay in my place. You don't want to do that. And lastly, I think this one's the most important and the most shocking. Imagine you woke up, checked your bank account this morning, and you saw $1,201 in your bank account. And you go to check your credit score, and it shows that you have no loans and you have no debt owed. You are doing better than a majority of Americans. Like a majority, like an insane amount of people have less than $1,200 in their bank account and are in debt $30,000+. That's the average. I'm talking about the average. I'm not even picking a minority of the population. This is the average that I'm talking about here. So listen, if you're debt free and you have more than $1,200 in your bank account, you are doing better than you thought. Forget the car, forget the house. If you have those two things, you're doing better than a lot of the population. And honestly, I found out I was doing better when I figured out all of these things first and foremost, and when I started to spend less on valuable items. Meaning, I bought items for very cheap, under $100, and they lasted me over 2 years and still changed my life for such a cheap cost. So go ahead and click this video right here and find out 6 things that I spent less than $100 on that changed my life over the course of 4 years, and I still use them to this day. So I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay sexy. Later.